What's going on, guys? Nick Lesagor,
Brendan Okiai,
Exit 12,
Brewery.
in the house.
It's getting old. It's growing on me.
4 videos in.
Yeah. Epic Friday.
Happy Epic Friday, guys. We are reviewing another beer in the dual grain triple play double IPA for Epic Friday. This one coming from my man Lew Brew. Amazing artwork. Love that.
Very good.
8% ABV. We got Warrior, Huell Melon, and Mosaic hops. I love the little malt sacks right there.
It's very
I
technical.
love malt sacks. Nice little artwork there. I think that's sweet. So yeah, I've actually traded with Lew Brew once before. I sent him a very green from Treehouse, and it's kind of like a, hey man, I love homebrewing type deal, pretty much. That's
Nothing says I love homebrewing like sending a commercial beer.
commercial microbrew, nonetheless. But yeah, so I've traded with him once, and I sent him a couple of my home brews. I sent him Swipe Right, which was made for my wife's cousin's wedding in Norway. We used, Brandon and I used Norwegian espresso for that. We really enjoyed that beer. It was a 9% Imperial Milk Stout.
Yep.
So this beer, though, is not that, and it is part of the dual grain triple play, as I said. The Warrior, Huell Melon, Mosaic, I think those hops are gonna hopefully produce some really nice tropical
flavor, yeah.
pineapple, grapefruit, citrus. Probably par for the course for most of these beers.
Yeah. And I'm looking here, a big dry hop with 6 ounces and looks like 8 ounces keg hop as well. So it's gonna be
That's a massive keg hop.
I'm looking to get a lot of floral on this.
Sure, yeah. So he also great use of reusing bottles rather, because he got a nice little 2018 sticker on the neck there. But Stone's Farking Wheaton Woot Stout on the back. So awesome way to recreate or to reuse the bottles, which is something we don't do. Which we probably should.
We absolutely should.
It'd be nice to save money on that end. But I'm going to pop this thing open. We're going to get into it. Really pumped to try your beers, Lew Brew. I'm going to be honest, I don't even remember your first name. I'm just going to call you Lew Brew this entire review.
Yeah, I think it's Ryan.
Is it Ryan?
I believe it is.
Fair enough. Tiny little pop right there.
Yeah, so, Mosaic should be very good. That's a excellent dry hop addition. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this smells, the aroma, and the taste.
Yeah, not much of a head
Yeah.
here. Probably pour out just a tiny bit more. I don't want to overdo it too much, but not much of a head, but
Nice color. Probably maybe the lightest out of the ones we've seen. Maybe it's just the lighting here, but
definitely carbonated. Definitely seeing some nice bubbles
Yep.
on it.
Yep.
For those of you at home.
Yeah. It's like a medium orange almost, and I'm digging the color.
Yeah, let's see if we can rustle up some bubbles here. Surprisingly, a little difficult to do that, but it's definitely carbonated.
Yeah.
And minor floaties, not really any floaties.
Yeah,
Saw a couple
nothing to write home
nothing
about.
too crazy. I think that means like a bad thing.
Nothing to
right
write home about.
Or like just a meh thing.
Oh.
That's what he thinks of your beer, buddy. Don't worry about it. I'll be quiet. Let's
Could not remember names.
let's get a little snifferooski on this thing. Oh wow. That Huell Melon really shines through.
Yeah, which is crazy.
That's like honeydew melon, like this like really fresh.
It's at 3 ounces of that. It's crazy that the Mosaic isn't really.
I'm getting slight Mosaic on the back end.
Yeah, definitely. But that Huell Melon is definitely shining.
Oh wow, that's a phenomenal. So we did we did a smash beer with the Huell Melon, and so we just used our local two-row that we got from Valley Malt, and we used 3 or 4, I think it was 4 ounces of the Huell Melon, and we did not get this smell off. I mean, we used it all in the boil, and it looks like you used 20, 10, 5 in the whirlpool.
And I'm wondering, it'd be interesting to know, what temps those whirlpools were at. But yeah, no, it definitely is shining through.
Definitely get a little bit of a bite on it, that could be the malt, that could be the alcohol percentage.
Yeah, 8% ABV.
But wow, what a great smell! I just get a really fresh, or maybe like an overly ripe honeydew melon.
Yeah, no, great comparison. Yeah, that does. Yeah, definitely.
Let's see what else I can pull out of it. I mean, this is a really nice beer. A little bit lighter than ours is.
Yeah, and I see you went with the C20 instead of C30. That would obviously help with lighten it up, because I believe C30 definitely has a darker SRM. Don't know by how much, but yeah.
I'll be interested to see how that affects the smell, the taste. You want to dig into this bad boy?
Cheers.
Lew Brew. Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's the Mosaic comes through a lot more on the taste than it does on the nose, which, I mean, used a decent amount of it, and that is an understatement. But yeah, so you do get a lot of that Mosaic.
The honeydew comes through on the taste too, which I think is fascinating, because for as heavy as you hop this with the Mosaic, I'm surprised that it comes through so well. In terms of the Huell Melon.
Yeah, it's it's with all this, the hops that were dry hopped, it may even be a week or 2 early on this. I don't know when it was brewed, but
Right.
I think that this might even be a little green on the hops.
I can see that, but I think so. The C20 and C30, I'm definitely tasting a difference. It's the malt backbone, and it could be when you use the keg hop addition, but the malt backbone is not nearly as prevalent on this one as it has been on the past 3 that we've had.
The C30 comes out with this like really rich caramel, and it definitely is coats the mouth. And the C20 doesn't do that as much. It's a little more subdued.
Yeah, I will say, I agree with you, and I will say the bitterness is really, for the amount of hops that you added, I don't know if there's my assumption is that you stayed true to the IBUs, because I don't see it on the label, but personally, I think the bitterness is really nice. It's not overpowering. It's right there in the middle.
Yeah.
And for a double IPA, I think it hides the alcohol really well.
Yeah, for an 8%er, this is definitely very crushable, which could be very dangerous.
Absolutely, but
It's a good thing.
This was world class. I really enjoy this. I think you got maximum hop utilization. I'm gonna have to pick your brain on how you did that, just because we're probably struggling with it a little bit, especially with this experiment. But I think the Huell Melon definitely comes through. The Warrior is a great bittering. I'd like to know the alpha acid percentages, but you use Mosaic, and I mean that thing is just.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm going to be honest with you. And Brandon knows I'm not the biggest Mosaic guy, so I was a little hesitant with this beer, but this thing is phenomenal.
Yeah. No. You've been long-standing Mosaic hater. Will not have it in his house, around his general vicinity. So
That's right.
That's high praise when a Mosaic beer gets any sort of rise out of you.
For sure. Yeah, this is definitely doing it, man. I think the malt bill with the C20 mixed with that heavy Mosaic hop addition, the great flavors I'm getting out of that Huell Melon, and then, the bitterness.
Yeah.
I think it all melds really well. I'm really impressed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great beer.
Yeah, I think it's phenomenal. I don't think I would change anything. I think this is great as it was, and this is probably, I would bet that this is close to what Mike Dean was envisioning when he was creating this experiment.
Absolutely. Yeah. I think we were talking. We definitely need to do more layering of hops. I think we're, a lot of times we just be like, this is what we have, so like let's just make it work. So
Sure.
we definitely need to do a better job of that after having these beers.
Yeah, no, this has been a great experiment. So Ryan, Lew Brew, thank you, brother. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy Effort Friday.
Happy Effort Friday, boys.